Where is my? Here it is.
Super suit.
Super suit. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
D-Mac Squad.
You know, I love the intro, David, but it needs to be turned down just a little bit.
I need to make some time to do that. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I will do so. Also, that pause before the intro was that way too long. I was like, "Welcome back to."
Actually, I don't think it was. It wasn't long for me.
Okay, maybe on the stream it'll be different.
I think there's enough delay between, like, for it to be just
right. Yeah, sometimes
You
it's just
Sorry,
I can feel it. But go ahead. What were you
Does it
about to
bother?
say?
Does it bother anyone else that there's not like a dark theme for Streamlabs?
I have one on mine. Mine's dark right now.
Wait, where? How?
On mine. Here, let me show you.
How is this?
So
How can I learn this power?
It's dark right here.
How can I learn this power?
That's a good question. I forgot how.
Is your computer theme turned to dark scene?
I think so.
Like
There might be an automatic
is
thing.
it a browser default kind of thing?
I think so. Maybe it is. I'll have to check again. But I'm a dark browser.
No, I have to have mine.
Yeah.
I cannot have it on white. It just burns my retinas. I can't.
Yeah, if you're watching YouTube on white, then you're cringe. Just saying. No, I'm joking.
Cringe.
Yeah.
No. There was a video I watched where it was like, yeah, if you're still watching videos on white, don't do that. You're cringe. Stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, welcome back to DMAC and Squad. I'm DMAC and
There we go. Okay, I got it. Okay.
And this in
Sorry.
Squad. It's good. No, good. It's good in Squad. You're fine. Who is in Squad? Well, we have Mr. Zane Ipu back with us once again. And
Yes, I am back.
and he is not what he appears to be, right? You're not you're not into flat earths, are you? Right?
Well,
He's like,
actually, okay. I'm not stupid. So no, I'm not.
we like dark browsers and round earths.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have Mr.
Or so you
Donovan.
think.
What?
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 I'm sorry, Zane. What?
no, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Here's Donovan. Hey, Donovan.
Hola.
How are you?
It's fine. I'm happy because of the movie we watched today.
Yes. I'm excited to discuss it as well. And once again, Mr. Creepy Ender Pig.
Hello,
And
everybody.
it's such a fit. Oh, it is such a fitting profile for today.
Yeah,
I think.
I
I'm
picked
glad
it
you.
out just for
Good.
the occasion.
Perfect. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you took that into account. That's great.
Mhm. Haven't seen the movie though, so. don't
Oh,
think-
we're gonna talk about the movie. We are going to discuss it.
Right.
So, but before we do, I did want to pay tribute to two legends, if you guys don't mind.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
first legend for today. Christian Bale turns 52 today. Today's
Oh.
his birthday.
Man.
W.
Okay.
He looks
you were
good.
ruined in Marvel.
They did. Marvel ruined him. But, you know, he still has plenty of chances.
Mhm.
He'll probably never do it again if they ask
I
him.
wouldn't blame him if he did.
No, me neither. But yeah. So happy birthday, Christian Bale. You're my
Yes.
Literally me.
My
Accurate.
favorite Patrick Bateman.
yeah, my favorite Patrick Bateman as well.
Uh,
And this is another tribute, but it's a rather unfortunate news. Catherine O'Hara, who played Kevin's mom in Home Alone, has passed away.
oh,
So
Why she has spoons on her shoulder?
yeah, that's a good.
I never
question.
noticed that. That's a good question. I just
That's-
found this picture. That's a good question. Yeah.
Mother of the year for getting her child twice. Peak
Yeah.
parenting.
But
Yeah.
rest in peace, You will be missed.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
But yeah, that is the tributes for today.
Yo.
Do you want to jump right into our movie, or do you want to
I
have
don't care.
some banter?
I don't care. Either one's fine.
Uh,
Somebody.
Sorry, you were like
Yeah.
getting your mic got really weird for like
Yeah,
20
I-
seconds.
Did
It's
it?
fine now.
Uh-huh.
It just got weird for a second.
My mic's been weird. I don't know why. Like at one point it was like way too low. But I love this image, Zane.
Yeah,
This is,
I do too. I love it. I mean,
It's a quite fantastic.
That
Same.
image doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
I mean, the one of Aaron is also amazing. Like, let's
Yeah.
just show the people.
Show the
Aaron.
people.
You know what? Let's do. We got to see how we live that thug life. Gang, gang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usual suspects type shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
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 I could pull it up if you need me to.
no, I got it. I got it right here.
You got it. Okay, good.
That doesn't even look
Wow.
like him.
Oh boy. That looks like Ralph. Who's the guy from Karate Kid? Miyagi Do. It's
Oh,
not the Miyagi Do.
Well, the name, his name's Daniel, but the Ralph Macchio. Ralph Macchio. That's
Yeah.
his name. I'm probably not saying it right, but whatever.
Aaron is the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Cool. So today, Donovan and I we went to the movies. I'm okay. We went to the movies today, and to watch this particular film called Iron Lung with Markiplier.
When he says we went to the movies, he's saying David and Donovan, not all
Yeah.
of us.
Well,
Just
I
like-
said Donovan and I
Yeah, I'd
at
think.
first. I mean, but
Okay, my bad. I didn't
No,
do
it's
that
good.
part.
Unfortunately, Zany Poo and Creepy Underbig could not come with us because they're far away. But we did watch Iron Lung, and I think Donovan, why don't you go first? Because that's okay. I will go first.
He doesn't want to go for.
Don't want to. Always do it. I don't want. Let's wait for him because I do want to. I do want to wait till he gets here. Well, actually, Enderpig, were you thinking about watching Iron Lung at all? Did you want to see it?
I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know much about it.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot about it. Like, I remember it was announced back in like when we first talked about it was back in like 2023. I thought, oh, that's neat. Markiplier's making something, but it's cool that it finally came out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see it eventually because I do.
I didn't
like-
know it was that long ago.
Yeah,
Dang.
when we did like it was a Smoky Squadcast episode, I think.
Ooh, that while back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Like, I am interested in like video game adaptations like this. See if they are good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe
It
would be interesting to like play the game first and then see how good of an adaptation it is.
Sure. I never watched. Well, I never played, but I never watched Markiplier's playthrough of Iron Lung.
Oh yeah.
But it looked interesting.
Mhm.
Being an indie game and all.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll tell my thoughts right now. For this movie, I was eagerly anticipating it because Markiplier's cool, and his desire for making films was very apparent, and he seemed like he cared a lot, and he was tired. So I guess if you're that tired, put a lot of work into it. And I'm here to say that he does deserve that break because he worked really hard on this movie, and it's good. It's a good movie. It's probably the best YouTuber made movie that I could think of.
I mean, that's not a very high bar.
It's not,
But
but the thing is with this film, it's like it feels like a movie though. You know,
yeah,
it's not. It doesn't feel like a
that's not the
Smosh the movie.
that's not the disrespected. I just said that like
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know what you mean. It's
yeah,
just like it doesn't feel like a better version of Smosh the movie or
yeah, exactly.
whatever.
This is like an actual
Bread.
movie. It's
Yeah.
not just a YouTuber movie. It's a
No.
movie that the director happens to be a YouTuber.
Yeah. Although they did call him Markiplier in the credits, but
But I mean, that's what he's known by.
Mhm.
He's well known by that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good movie. You can tell he really cared, and the filmmaking is fantastic. The coloring, the lighting, the shots, all of it, very masterfully done. The audio, the sound of it, and the music was very well composed and edited. I think in the credits, Donovan said that Markiplier edited the movie himself. So this is like
Oh
like he did a lot of stuff for
man,
this movie.
no wonder he's tired.
Oh yeah, I'm for sure, and he is a great actor. He like Markiplier is a really good actor.
Mhm.
He's convincing in the role. He's just really good.
Mhm.
And it's mostly just him. Like there are a few supporting characters that you mostly hear
Yeah.
voices of, and you have like Troy Baker in the cast, who doesn't show up much. But for those who don't know who Troy Baker is, he is the voice actor for characters such as Joel from The Last of Us, the game,
Oh.
and
Doesn't he?
Joker in a few cartoons.
Oh wow, that's cool.
He
Cough, cough, Arkham Origins.
Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he played Troy Baker.
Joel from The Last of Us is a big one.
Yeah, so he played Joker in Arkham Origins, and he did a great job with that. I haven't watched Iron Lung. Based on what I've heard, it's good. So
Yeah.
I will watch it. But like I had seen it when I was looking through like my the website for my local cinema, and I was looking at different movies playing and stuff. And I noticed it. I didn't really click on it or anything. I noticed it. But I'm sure that David can convince me to go watch it.
Yeah.
I hope I have so far because like it's worth seeing, especially
and it's
in
marky.
the theater.
It's marky.
It's marky. Donovan, are you? Did he disappear again? Is he still here?
I don't know.
Dude, reappeared for like 1 second.
Well, Markiplier's good. This and what it does take place in the ship for the whole movie, and you don't have a lot of room to be like to do a lot of things, and at some points of the movie did drag for me a little bit, but that's just me, and I like things happening in a movie. I mean, it's not really my taste in movies is not really like, okay, stay in this specific area for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
But it can work, and it did work for this film. And the production is also very, very well done as well. Script, it's good. Overall, I'd give it either an 8 or a 9. It's
Oh, okay.
it's good.
Wow.
It's good.
I'm assuming that's a higher ranking than you give 2025 Superman, is it not?
It is. It is.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, now I really gotta watch it.
You really do. It's very, very good. Markiplier.
We won't even get into David's unnecessary hate for Superman, but this is
We don't,
telling
and
me,
we don't
though,
need,
that I should
and
check
we
it
don't,
out.
And we don't need to talk about Zane's unnecessary glazing of the movie either. So, yeah.
Glazing.
Speaking of Zane and his unnecessary amounts of glazing, Revenge of the Sith.
We're not going to get into that either.
What makes you say we weren't?
Well, I said we
we're
weren't
not
going
gonna get
to.
into David randomly disappearing.
David.
David?
Donovan. My apologies.
Nah, it's still like you said David.
Donovan, what'd you think about Iron Lung?
As Martin Scorsese put it, absolute cinema.
Yes.
I did wholeheartedly enjoy this movie. This was the one movie I actually was anticipating for like the longest time when I heard it was coming out because Markiplier was making a movie. And I don't know. I don't know what really to say. It was very good cinematography, very good soundtrack and sound design of it. Markiplier was a really good actor in this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
He was.
I like this movie. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you mentioned it or not too, David, but Jacksepticeye was also in this movie.
I forgot to say. Yeah, kind of.
He
Not-
kind of was, but he
Mhm.
was in the movie. Go figure.
Yeah.
He played a dude named Jack.
Sure. Yeah. His name is Sean in real life, but I'm not going to call him that. He will forever be Jack to me.
Jack Black.
Yes. He is Steve.
Alright.
I'm Steve. Yeah. Would you give that a 10? Would you give this a 10 out of 10, Donovan?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Also,
Go ahead.
mon-
Sorry.
the monster design in this movie. Man, I want to go into spoilers, but I can't.
Yeah.
I told David about my favorite scene in the whole film, and it's so freaking good, bro.
It is very good. Yeah, there are some moments where you can tell the budget was used correctly.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
For a movie that only had less than $3 million put into it,
Man.
that was worth it.
absolutely. So yeah, Hollywood, screw you. Watch this. And
Yeah. An indie game got an indie movie made by an indie, I guess in this case, an indie developer,
yeah,
and it did better than what Hollywood can do.
I would not be surprised if this was the best film of the year.
Same.
Best film of the year. Ooh.
It might be. Compared to stuff we
If-
get nowadays, that
If
I was-
not the best, it definitely is up there.
So, what was the release date of this movie?
today, January 30th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you still got
And-
time.
Okay. Well, I was just curious if you're referring to it as a movie from 2025. I wasn't aware when it released.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's it's
Just
this
like,
year.
just not doubt that they're gonna make something better.
Yeah, I mean,
Folks will see this and it'll be like, okay, that movie's good, but Avengers Doomsday, which sucks because that comes out in the last month of this year.
yeah, we got a while.
Folks are gonna watch this and be like, okay, cool, Avengers Doomsday.
Mhm.
Okay, cool, brand new day.
Okay,
Okay, cool, Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope this is a beacon for, not just good movies, but movies based off of games and just
Yeah.
I mean, video game movies have been making a resurgence of how good they are nowadays.
I mean, somewhat. Yeah. Has been a Minecraft movie, but
I've heard
I mean,
Sonic.
for every Minecraft movie, you also have the Sonic films and the
yeah, Sonic Free was great.
Yeah, I need to watch. I've only seen the first Sonic film. I need to
Yeah.
watch the other ones as well.
Yeah, the third one's easily the best.
For every Minecraft film, there's a Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Bros, and an Iron Lung. So
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, it's fine.
Yeah.
But this is also a wake up call for other like indie directors who are wanting to do it. make their name in this because Markiplier was getting deals and he didn't like the deals that he was getting, so he just pretty
Oh.
much funded the whole thing himself.
Yeah.
This is literally like their wake up call that you could do it too.
Yep. Also, like since they didn't have him in the FNAF movies, then this was his response.
And this was
So,
his
yeah.
response.
Mm-hmm. It's what a good response too.
I forgot about the FNAF movie.
Already, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks better than the FNAF movie. Like it looks better than any Blumhouse thing.
Okay, but to be fair, the Minecraft movie also looks better than the FNAF one.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I mean, its CGI is impressive. I'll give it.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Are there any other YouTubers that you think, or at least would be interested in making movies? Because I can't think of any other than Markiplier.
I mean,
Me,
Well,
Me
I mean,
either.
you could say like
Big Zane.
Corey. Yeah, Big Z. Corey, like, because Corey's already expressed that he wants to make a film from his manga.
oh,
So, I mean, I
his
think
manga?
that could be.
I
Yeah.
didn't know he had a manga.
Yeah, he has a manga. I think the 3rd volume is coming out. I have the first one that I haven't finished yet, but he's expressed that he wants to turn it into an animated film. He has a trailer for the animated film and everything, where they made the trailer, but they haven't actually made the film because it's money and stuff that he hasn't aligned up. And
Wow.
but he's expressed wanting to turn his manga into an animated movie.
It looks sick.
The trailer is awesome. The trailer is amazing.
Yeah. It's called Monsters We Make,
Mhm.
and the art's fantastic.
Yeah. So far I'm on the first volume and I'm probably a third of the way in. It's pretty long and it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, are mangas, sorry, are they better or just as good as like a regular American comic? in your
Depends on the manga. And
Yeah,
depends on
I'd say I'm not the big. It was hard to adjust to reading mangas because you read the pages right to left, and
Yeah.
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 so like when you're reading it, you don't read from like the left.
You don't
text
read
bubbles to the
from
right text
forward to
bubbles.
backwards. You read backwards to forward.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, including the text, and so I had to get used to that. It's weird.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that will say up and down that manga is superior to comics, and there are some aspects that are better than comics, but like, no.
Yeah.
There are some good mangas out there, but there are some really dang good comic book runs out there.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm collecting, or I've been collecting Jujutsu Kaisen mangas, but I haven't picked any of them up. Do you think it's okay to just collect and not read, or do you think that would be a waste? Just your opinion on it.
For what?
I
Just
wouldn't-
for
I mean, like me personally, like, I don't buy books unless I actually read them. But
yeah, I just mean like, comics or books, just collecting them, any medium, collecting them.
I mean, I'd at least try reading them.
I'd say I don't think you need to prioritize. Like I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, as long as I knew that I would read it at some point down the road, then I would get them. But if they're just gonna sit on a bookshelf, then it's like, well, unless it could be a future gift for someone. Like say like it was a book that like didn't like I got it and I read like a chapter and it doesn't really appeal to me. Then
Yeah.
I'll keep it and then hand it down, or just keep it as a sign of maybe like a I don't know, but
Memorabilia.
like yeah.
This Jujutsu Kaisen manga was passed down for many generations long ago, and now I bestow it upon you.
yes,
Yeah.
I don't know how many they're going to keep making either, so I probably just need to stop.
Honestly, I say do what you want to do with, because I buy comics just to. I swear I was gonna read them, but I never do.
Yeah, I mean it's one thing to get some like figures or like action figures and like put them, or some statues or whatever, to put them on your shelf.
Yeah.
but I don't know. I,
Okay.
I'm being a hoarder. Don't need to be a hoarder, but it's so fun sometimes. Uh, well, cool. So yeah, Iron Lung, highly recommend it. Please watch it in theaters. January 30th, this Friday. So there have been some trailers that came out, both of them being superhero shows that are coming out between March and April. And we have watched these trailers. I'm not gonna play them, but I could show some frames of them. Those trailers would be Invincible season 4 and Daredevil Born Again season 2. I kind of want to. I would like to start with Born Again season 2, and I would love you guys' thoughts on it because I definitely have some. And I think Donovan brought up something interesting when in the chat you said it reminds you of the person that edited the Boys trailer. And I couldn't agree more. The editing was, and the style of it was very much like that. It's like it's not Daredevil. It's just
What's wrong with those face?
he got beat up.
Oh,
Not really, but you got Matthew Lillard, so that's good. There he is, right there. We got an actor that's supposedly terrible, as Quentin Tarantino would say, but
Matthew Lilypad.
But Donovan, I mentioned earlier that something you said in the Discord chat about this trailer was pretty accurate, where it was like you felt like it was like edited by someone who did the Boys trailers.
Yeah, because of like how it was shot, plus the cuts between the song and then it just going to dialogue, and then like like back to the music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like the overall tone in the trailer, it feels like something fit for the boys. Also doesn't help that this is a pretty mature Marvel product too. So
Yeah, it's also just humor wise, it seems like it's going in the direction of the Boys, and I just don't think that fits Daredevil personally. You have Jessica Jones.
we had a playful Daredevil once. It didn't work out.
Yeah, it did. It didn't. She's back for some reason. So that's something,
So
I
she's
guess.
bad, but not my goat, Luke Cage.
No, absolutely not. Or Iron Fist, but I don't think anybody liked the Iron Fist show.
Okay, but like Luke Cage still.
Yeah, still.
Bring him back. I like Luke Cage.
No, I like he's cool. Mm-hmm. Something that made no sense to me was so you remember that very major plot point in season 1 of Born Again where a certain main character dies?
Yeah.
Then what the hell is this?
That might be a flashback.
It might be, but I'm afraid that it won't be a flashback.
That might be a flashback because look at his hair versus his hair in the first episode.
True.
This might be just a classic Foggy flashback.
It may be.
That's why I never brought any attention to it because I figured, that's probably not that special. I don't think they're gonna resurrect him or say that he died and faked his death. I don't.
Yeah. I hope not. They probably won't. Also, like what the
Charlie
heck is
Cox can't smile.
that? No, he can't.
He cannot smile.
Hey, don't hate, bro. Don't hate, bro.
Well, look at it. Don't
Look at that
hate
smile.
things.
He's happy. Leave him alone.
It's funny. It's ridiculous.
This is the face of a man who has never smiled a day in his life, and he's trying to figure it out.
He can't see and he can't smile. Screw him.
This
I
is
mean, I
like
can't talk. I have a terrible smile, so I can't say anything.
this is like like Pops from Terminator Genesis trying to smile, and it just looks so terrible.
Yeah, it's there's the art of the smile, and like to show it without showing your eyes, and I don't know, doing that is I'm not
Bro's
into
hitting
it.
me with the uncanny valley right here.
He is, man.
Watch
I don't
out!
know.
Watch out! You.
And they got some Punisher.
So can I ask? I am not Daredevil educated. What is AVTF?
That's a good question. I don't know about this one. I don't
I
think
know.
it. You do?
I know what it is. It's
Okay.
the police force made by, I believe, Kingpin to combat like vigilantes, and yet
Gotcha.
their main inspiration is the Punisher. If you haven't noticed by their logos,
Yeah, I
because of
picked up on that.
because in season one, there was like these like kind of cops would dress up like Frank Castle, but they were actually like a anti vigilante. That's literally their name, the anti vigilante task force,
Mhm.
and they just paraded like they were the Punisher because they were fans of him. To which Frank Castle dogged on them in the funniest way possible.
You know, I like the involvement of Wilson Fisk though. I
Yeah,
feel like Wilson Fisk doesn't get enough live action
Love.
endorsement.
that's
Yeah.
such a jolly old smile.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
Now, how come Kingpin can smile and Daredevil can't?
right. Well, Kingpin's supposed to look jolly, not Matt Murdock.
Bro.
Jolly is jolly.
Jolly
fun.
old,
good fella.
Jolly Kingpin would be
jolly
cherry.
old kingpin.
Kingpin in a Santa attire.
Yeah.
He jumps down Miles
Just
Morales'
wearing a
kidney.
just like the character Kingpin wearing a Santa outfit.
Beard and all. With that smile.
The city needs Christmas.
The city needs Santa.
Santa. You embarrass me in front of Santa.
Vanessa. I never got presents from Santa.
Yes.
Vanessa. I always got lots of coal for Christmas.
I don't
As
know,
he,
man.
as he is like fidgeting with his hands like he's trying to ball up fists.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't know, man. It's watching the original show and then seeing these people being so goofy, and I don't know. It doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth. It's a bit strange. I find it to be a little odd, but
Just wait till they have Punisher quipping in Brand New Day.
yeah.
Which they claim is supposed to be a darker trilogy this time than the home trilogy.
Yeah. Also, I mean, although Brand New Day, I think it's the guy directed Shang-Chi, and he was the showrunner or director for Wonder Man that recently came out. And I have heard good things about Wonder Man, and I do want to watch it and see what it's like. I've been hearing from everybody that it's a solid show.
I've read on one dude's Twitter that he said he gave it a 6.5 out of 10.
That's just one
His
dude.
excuse, it's just not my cup of tea compared to most Marvel surprise.
Not my cup of tea.
Most Marvel shows like She-Hulk, which was great. It was so
Marvel,
good.
what if?
Marvel's What If was amazing.
Marvel zombies.
Yeah, Marvel's Zombies are great.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys think of the trailer? Are you guys? Does it look good to you guys?
It looks good to me, but I hate the fact I can't vibe with the song they were playing.
Yeah.
The constant pausing was jarring, like someone was just trying their best at how to edit.
Yeah. This is like their first. This is like the intern or like first day for someone that just got out of school for this. Yeah. So Has anyone watched all of Invincible here, or is it just me?
I've watched only one episode of the entire show.
Okay, so you saw
not me.
the massacre at the end.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I am excited for this show. There's a lot that happened in season 3 that was cool, especially Conquest and the Invincible War.
Mhm.
And they bled together very well for the stuff that happened for the time that they had to put those two things in there. It's just a really good show, consistently good quality.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh,
And it seems like the animation's improved a little bit,
yeah.
just a tiny bit. Like that's pretty good,
Mhm.
and that's really good. The shadows and light right there.
The big mark.
Yes.
The big
Oh
mark.
yeah. Peter Cullen was a Viltrumite in this show.
Partner goes off.
Now, if you had Transformers versus,
Invincible, Transformers clears.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Omni-Man versus Optimus.
All Omni-Man got to do is get grabbed by the arms and legs, and Prime just does what Galactus did to Mr. Fantastic.
Are you sure?
That's all he got to do.
Are you sure?
Megatron, we know good and well would do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That face. Where was it? It's right here. Yeah. Damn. That's real.
What's the
Oh,
name of the short-haired Viltrumite woman? Anissa or something like that?
I think so. Yeah.
Can't Anissa.
Mhm.
To
Vanessa.
exact her revenge on Mark. Do to him like she did in the comics.
Oh no, we don't. We don't need to bring that up. They would never do that scene though. Like that would never.
They had the chance and they didn't do it. My name is Optimus Prime.
Optional fries.
Optional fries.
My name is Opium Crime.
Victory fries. You know what bothers me?
What?
No.
This is completely off topic, but now you said fries, and it made me think that the fact that Victor, Mr. Freeze, you say his last name like fries. It kind of bothers me.
I was gonna, yeah. That was weird. I was like,
Okay, but
Victor
like,
Fries.
I'm not even trying to be
Yeah.
like rude or something, but like you just now figuring that out. That's
No,
I-
I know. I've known that for a long time. I'm just think he said it, and it made me think about how stupid it is.
I
I've known that
agree.
for a
What else?
while, but
You know what else is a stupid name? You know the artist Flo Rida.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
man name really is Florida.
just with a dash in the middle. Then that
That
means you're-
man name, no joke, is Florida.
Mhm.
What
All
Florida?
creative son of a- You uncreative, bro.
Yeah. But yes, my Mr. Thrag, played by Lee Pace. I'm looking forward to hearing his voice in this character. But yeah, Invincible's a good show, and I would recommend it.
It's
you
a good
haven't
show,
already.
David.
What?
It's a really good show.
I think it's a really good show. I think it's a
Good show. Jolly
Grand
jolly good show.
Grant Gustin.
Man.
You know who else likes Grant Gustin?
You know who else should have another TV show with them as a star? Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin.
You know who else deserves another Flash movie? Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin. Grant.
Just don't stop. Grant
Grant Gustin should be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Gustin
I
should be-
agree.
not that.
Grant Gustin should be Big Z.
Should
I-
Grant Gustin be Big Z?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's good casting.
He just starts rapping.
When I have my documentary.
Documentary.
Me
Yeah,
and
you know
Dave.
how they have like those documentaries, but they like do like movie scenes. You know,
You mean
have
a
you seen those?
biopic?
No, like a documentary where they interview people talking about it, and then it's like they use it in history classes and stuff where it's a documentary, but they make up these like cheap like scenes imitating what's happening, and yeah.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are not great.
Me and David had an idea about that today too when we were in the theater. A biopic on D-Mac and Squad.
Yeah, that's that's where we have all the the downfall, the rise and fall of said podcast.
Yeah, and it's just the downfall of everyone here, including Zane. I forgot what we gave you.
I think it was like, I think we were trying to hide Aaron's coke addiction, and we kept it under wraps. And I don't know if Zane was like depressed about his rap career.
He was depressed about the rap career now.
I don't know if
What's
it was
happening?
that. We're talking about
like the rap career fell off, and he's been on hard times ever since.
yeah.
What are we
ta-
talking about?
No,
This
we're
was
talking
the
about
idea for our biopic. If we had a rise and fall biopic,
Oh,
a biopic or a documentary about the rise and fall of D-Mac and Squad, and
oh,
yeah,
David's in a severe depression as his career's tanking, and
I've also been
everyone in part of the show is like not doing so well. I had a crippling cocaine addiction. Aaron is like a crippling ladies' man with something, and like Zane had like a failed rap career in the biopic.
Yeah, there were fist fights on set.
There were
Even though it's virtual, we're just like
It's like those two Indians that were actually fighting on a FaceTime. There was like just two Indian dudes. They were fighting each other through FaceTime, and they were actually punching their screens and stuff.
wow, that's great. They lose their connection. But yeah, and then I invest in Bitcoin and scam everybody, and so I
Make the David coin.
yeah, exactly.
It's just
What'd
a
you say?
pump scheme. That's pretty much what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Illuminati. I'm in the Illuminati.
No, we can't go that far. 'Cause
Okay,
you
fine.
would have-
Epstein Island.
You would have had to have. I was about to say you would have had to have wealth, but okay.
No. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. I do have a question for you guys. How do you feel about Batman? Not Robert Pattinson's Batman, but just Batman being in James Gunn's DC universe.
Why have two Batman when you just stick to one?
Yeah.
The only reason I could see James Gunn wanting another Batman is if he put him in the gray and blue suit.
Yeah.
Give him my eyes.
Yeah. If you want to go more,
oh, that's why. Okay,
yeah.
sorry. I'm doing something else. Sorry, I was like,
No, you're fine. But
yeah, okay.
what would you say, Zaner? How do you feel about Batman being in the DCU?
I said this. I don't know when I said this, but at some point in the past, I had said, and I still stand on this, is that until Pattinson's trilogy is over, I don't want Batman in DCU.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely think it's not having two Batmans at the same time feels wrong to me, and And I think until I don't know if they're gonna end Pattinson's trilogy on 2, if they're gonna do a third, I don't know. So I think if it ends on 2, which I think it should. I mean, not because I want it to end, but because the chances of them making 3 strong movies in a row is not likely. And that's just most cases. If the second one is better than the first one, sure, make a third one. Then I'll trust you. But until I see the outcome of the second movie, I don't know if I want a third one. Just because that's usually how it goes. There's a super strong first movie, and the second one's a little bit weaker, and the third one's terrible, and the fourth one's way worse. That's just how it goes. That's like Scream, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think wait for the Batman Part 2. If it does well, if it does well and they make a third one, then they need to hold off DCU wise. If it either goes well, but they say they're not making a third one, or it doesn't go well, they don't make a third one, then sure, at that point, go ahead and throw Batman in. But I think they can wait another year before putting in Batman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like, having two character, like the one character being in 2 separate sort of IPs, I guess. I mean, the only time we've really had that is with Quicksilver in the 2014 to 2015. So, I mean, and he was like not a popular character. So,
yeah,
I guess people could kind of pass with that. But yeah, I see what you mean. Having 2 Batman.
Well, yeah, and both Batman, primarily Batman, I love Batman, but I'm feeling a little Batman fatigue in terms of movies.
Mm-hmm.
They pump out Batman vs Superman and the whole Snyder stuff. It's just they need to focus on building how do I say this? Introducing more characters to the scene and not just doing Batman Superman because that's all DC cares about, because it's what makes them money. So I think if they can here's what I think. They showed the movie enjoyers who because most people, that's the thing too, and this is the strategy I think, is most people, they're more inclined to go watch a Batman or Superman movie than they are to go watch a Blue Beetle movie or a name a character that's not Batman or Superman,
Mm-hmm.
or Aquaman did well, but it's not the same as if you see Batman and people are like, oh yeah, I see this Batman movie because Batman's the face of superheroes, right?
Yeah.
And the same with Superman. And so
for very normie fans as well,
regardless. And I think even me, who I'm a huge fan of a wider catalog than just those 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
Batman is still my favorite, and not because he's the most popular, but because the character traits, and I think he is popular for a reason. But now it's gotten to the point where it's the only thing that people care about because he's become the face, right? So I think if James Gunn can, say, show the viewers that they, hey, we don't have to give you these Batman, Superman movies, and that what they should do is show them that we're not going to make more of these, and you're going to have, if you want DC products, you're going to go watch the Blue Beetle 2, you're going to go watch a Robin movie, which will attract people. And I think, I think it's important. I think what they could do is take those characters that are semi-popular, like Robin, like Nightwing, like Starfire, those kind of characters. Not saying we need a Starfire movie. Don't ignore me. We don't need a Starfire movie. But
Teen Titans at least. I mean, Teen Titans.
Yeah, if we're gonna, Teen Titans live action, that would be insane. But we take these medium characters that are semi-popular that people will go to, not as much as the main characters, but people will go to these semi-popular characters in movies. So Robin, Nightwing, those characters, like I said. And then if James Gunn can deliver and build trust with the fan base, and to the regular movie enjoyers and say, hey, we're going in a strong direction with the DCU, then at that point they can branch out to the more obscure characters, the ones who are, don't get as much attention. Name a character. It's
Plastic
like,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of like what Marvel did. Like,
Yeah,
we had
yeah,
Phase 1, and that did good, and then we had more obscure stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy, and I guess Ant-Man, and Doctor
sure.
Strange later, so
Hmm.
and Black Panther.
And so I think they do that. They slowly branch out to the more unpopular characters and build a stronger foundation. And then after that, they can be like, and then they slowly bring back in Superman and Batman and Flash and these characters who everyone knows and loves. And that will
Yeah.
build a strong base of a actually broad universe rather than making everything about the most Justice League. I don't want another Justice League movie. I do not. I'm sorry. I'm done. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Wonder Woman for a long time. I don't want to see Aquaman for a long time. They need to build a stronger foundation with the outside characters. That way, there's more depth to it. Because that's the
Yeah.
problem with the Snyder movies. No depth. It's just the base level, right? Those the Snyderverse and like being frank, like I understand. So like with the Nolan the Dark Knight trilogy, like that's different because when it's Batman centered, you don't have to be as broad. You don't have to bring in a bunch of characters. But when James Gunn is saying we're going to establish this new DCU, I'm expecting you to deliver with a very wide catalog, a very wide I need depth. I need depth. I don't want surface level movies that only appeal to the everyday watchers.
Yeah.
No, show some love to the people who are actually endorsing these movies, the fans, and give them some variety. Because sorry, I'm going on a total yap.
No,
session,
this is
but
you're well said. Yeah.
and that's the thing too is I'm tired of the only appeal being what's going to make us the most money, which is Batman, Superman, Justice League. Going to make it the most money.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's where Marvel's doing better. They're not afraid to branch out. Sure, they could branch out more, but they're not as afraid to branch out. With Daredevil, Punisher, Doctor Strange, these characters that wouldn't normally be on the face because the average person who watches movies doesn't know who those characters are.
Yeah. And
They
like
know
sorry,
Sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
No,
I
you're
interrupted you.
No, you're good. So just like the people who go and watch the Marvel movies, like Iron Man, Spider-Man, Hulk, everyone knows who those characters are. But then they branch out and like, well, let's throw in some Doctor Strange, some Black Panther, these characters that the average person wouldn't know about.
Yeah.
And that's healthy. And I think that's why Marvel does better, is because they are, even though their movies have gotten weaker, and I honestly believe Marvel has the right equation, the right formula, but DC has a stronger has a stronger they're better at what they're doing.
Yeah.
I believe that when you take all of the more modern DC movies and then you go and look at the junk pile that Marvel's been putting out, I think DC does it better. Marvel has the right formula, DC has the higher quality, in my opinion. That's what I think.
I think that's a good distinction there. And like Marvel, especially during the Infinity Saga, every movie felt like an event with the MCU.
Yep.
So that helps too with like the quality of films that they made. It wasn't like stellar, but
Yeah.
it was still good. And speaking of cinematic universes, maybe the problem is you're always trying to make a cinematic universe. And what's essential to that are those main characters like Batman and Superman and the Justice League, like the Avengers for the MCU. So maybe just make movies about a singular hero
Right.
and they don't have to be connected. But that could be confusing for people that are like, are these connected? Are they not? Because they've been around that so much with the
Mm-hmm.
MCU and the DCEU. So maybe they could have their own little different universes. Like you could have the Justice Society of America universe. You could
Mm-hmm.
have the Justice League Dark universe. You could have all these different universes.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say something about the animated DC movies, but then again, those are all Batman, Superman, Justice League movies as well. They don't really branch out as much either. But you could do something to where you could make your movies like that, and like back in the day
Yeah.
with like Green Lantern, Jonah Hex,
Mhm.
Jonah
Yeah.
Hex. You like
Yeah.
that was a
Characters you don't hear about ever.
yeah, and that I just want to go back to those days where you could just make your own story about a certain character from comics that you want to do.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
even if it is popular. But I would say, people have more interest in different characters like Booster Gold or something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'd like to make something about Booster Gold. What about cinematic universes? Regardless of what you think about Superman, whether you liked it, hated it, whatever, it got a
Yeah.
big positive reaction, no doubt about that. About
Mhm.
especially what we had in the past with Man of Steel. The Superman was more hopeful, more lighthearted, saved people, stuff like that. Besides Superman, everything except Superman, so far in the DCU, who cares? All we've had
Right.
so far, we've had Creature Commandos, which nobody watched. I did. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was just like it's just Suicide. It's just the Suicide Squad or Guardians again.
Right.
You get Peacemaker season 2, which had them in Nazi world, and then they're like, "Oh, it's not so different than the real world." And it's like, shut
Yeah.
up, shut up. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. It's not about escapism for that particular show. So everything so far has just been like a lot of it's TBA, but some of it is coming like some of it like Batman finally getting some details into what it's going to be about, and that's
Mhm.
something I would like to get into right now. There's two things, more like two problems, I'd say. So, are you aware of who the writer is for this Batman Brave and the Bold movie?
No, I'm not.
This news has been out for a week, but we haven't gotten to talk about it yet. The
Right.
writer is Christina Hodson, who was the
Christina
writer.
Hodson.
She was the writer for The Flash and Birds of Prey.
Oh. You know, I guess it could be worse, right? Right?
Yeah, but it's still bad.
Yeah, it's
so
not. It's not ideal for sure.
it's not, especially for Batman. Like, remember when
Yeah.
when James Gunn was talking about Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters for his new universe, he mentioned
Yeah.
The Flash, and he said a fantastic film that I really love. It wasn't great. But at first, you'd think, oh, he's just paid to say this, right? Apparently
Yeah.
not. Apparently, he did like the movie, it seems like. So they got her, and I don't know if she's been replaced yet. I don't think she has. I think this is official. It's just like, and they said like, oh, Batman stories have been there's Batman stories that have been done to death. We want to be lighthearted with Batman, but that's who you
Right.
choose
Yeah, of all people.
of all
Like,
people.
That's not. It's not
That's
realistic.
Not at all. Like, Birds of Prey is the movie that butchered Black Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Or sort of from what I've been told anyway. I haven't seen Birds of Prey, but what's his real name? Roman something.
Sionis.
Sionis. Okay. And like, especially after watching Batman Under the Red Hood, which is good, very good. That was the version that I saw firsthand, and he's very brash, very loud and angry, and
Yeah.
it seemed like Ewan McGregor, who's a great actor.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And The Flash. I mean, have you seen The Flash? I
Yes,
have not.
I have seen it.
What do you think?
It's a complicated movie.
It's a complicated relationship.
My thing with that is The Flash. It's not a bad movie. It's hard to watch that knowing who Ezra Miller is, you know? So I would feel differently about it if it was played by a different person.
Sure. Grant
So-
Gustin.
Yeah, Grant Gustin. I think that's the biggest thing holding it back for me is the fact that it's hard for me to look past that, I guess.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's very strange. And then you have two of them in the same movie. It's like,
Yeah.
not two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't Michael Keaton get killed off in that movie as Batman?
Yes, he does.
And that
But-
actually, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we get who's the Batman who came at the end? God.
Oh, George Clooney from
Yeah,
Batman
George
and
Clooney.
Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we also got the attractive Supergirl actress, whoever that was.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But speaking of Michael Keaton's Batman, this is the second problem of this Batman in the DCU. I don't know if you have heard of this, but I would love to get your reaction on this. This has been resurfaced. This was something James Gunn commented back in 2012. Context, I'm not really sure what the context is, but this is something very interesting. I think we're on Reddit too, so that's all great.
The Tim Burton Batman is poorly written. The soundtrack is the worst work of everyone involved. It's absolutely not. It is absolutely one of the most boring films ever. Not only that, but the reveal of the Joker as the killer Bruce Wayne's parent spits in the face of Batman's origin, and
Which
its
I can
nullification-
kind of agree with, but
nullification of the bottomless thirst for vengeance that necessarily drives Batman. It pretends not to be campy, but is completely so. And on top of everything, the dark creature of the night can't even move his fucking neck.
let's try not to curse. But
Yeah,
give me
sorry.
a
Give me a
effing
break.
break.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous, awful. It's a ridiculous, awful film. Burton's Planet of the Apes is genius in comparison.
but wait, there's more.
That's an interesting statement.
Yeah. Keaton did have a ridiculous voice. That said, I'd rather put up with a ridiculous voice than with horrible action sequences and acting barely worthy of the Batman TV show. B. I have no idea how you think that the Burton Batman has more similarities with Moore or Miller's Batman and Joker than Nolan's does. And listen, I have problems with both of Nolan's films. Do you?
Wait.
We're right here.
I don't think either one is classic. I don't even really think Batman Begins is good, but they're far superior to the first Batman.
Why do you think Batman Begins isn't good? That's see, none of your defenses get by the fact that despite being the first cinematic dark take on Batman, so what? Stallone's Judge Dredd was the first dark take on Judge Dredd. The movie is awful. Oh yeah, and Jack Nicholson as the Joker is Jack Nicholson in The Shining with S-word itty clown makeup. F you, everyone involved with that travesty.
He got some strong words to say.
Yeah,
about that.
and I got one more for you. Batman and Robin is better than the original Tim Burton Batman. Not an opinion, a fact. And I'm not saying Batman and Robin doesn't suck.
That's a crazy statement. I can't even. That's.
Is this James Gunn? Are we sure about this?
Are we sure this isn't like?
I like this better be. If this isn't fake, then I'm gonna be very surprised. It was on a Facebook thing he did. Just found out I can join Rainn Wilson for this screening as part of Hero Complex Festival. Okay, this was a while back, but damn. This is
Yeah.
very interesting. Like, but Tim Burton's Batman though, poorly written.
Poorly written isn't. I mean, so I have some issues with Tim Burton's Batman, but not enough to like
Bash on
not
everything.
that much. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's extreme.
Sure, but
Very
like,
extreme.
just crapping all over Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton. Okay,
Yeah, what's the point of that?
Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne is not great. It's not Bruce Wayne, but Michael Keaton is good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like James Gunn doesn't like Batman, or what
Yeah,
Batman is
I guess not.
usually is. It's crazy. Batman and Robin is better, and that's a fact. Okay, dude. Whatever you say.
Okay, dude.
All right. If you say so.
If you say so.
If you say so. I don't know. This Batman movie, I'm not excited for it. I don't have a lot of hope. It's
For
not
DCU
punk
Batman,
rock.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, you're not talking about my goat.
Robert Pattinson? No,
Yeah.
no. I think I would say, comparing 89 Gotham to 2022 Gotham, I think the 2022 Gotham is better just for atmosphere.
I think the 2022 Gotham is better than every Gotham we've seen live action.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't like the overly dramatic, gothic, colorful type because it looks a little too
Right.
cartoony for me. This one is like for the Batman is the right amount of gothic while being modern, if that makes sense.
Right.
Gotham City. Just so we're here, I think we should just take a look at this Gotham City. It's just beautiful. I think this is good.
It is.
I don't know. The atmosphere is really what makes it
It
good.
is.
Now, if you had to, now you love Arkham. You love Batman Arkham games. The Arkham games, Gotham City, or the Batman Gotham City?
It's hard because it's really hard. The reason I'm going to say Arkham is not because I think I have a bias, but because I feel like we didn't see enough of, like, genuinely enough of Gotham in the Batman. There's few parts where it was focused on the scenery, and then other parts where it just felt like we forget that it's there, because it's very focused on the events, not so much the environment. And so I'm going to say Arkham, and not even Arkham Knight. I'm going to say Arkham City. If you look up Arkham City, Batman Arkham City, like, atmosphere or whatever.
City. Gotham.
It's not it's showing, it's still Arkham Knight. I don't know
Oh, that's
why
Arkham
it's,
Knight. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Batman, Arkham City, Gotham.
It's still showing Knight, but it's okay. So, like, if you look at let's see. So, like, the first picture, like, under the one that we're clicked on, the first one on the left. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant. But go back to the one that we're just clicked on.
Yeah.
And then you see, like, underneath those photos, the first one. Yeah, that one right there.
Okay.
So this is just like a snapshot. Yeah, the ones under it are all Arkham City for the most part. And so Arkham City had the more, because you know what the premise of Arkham City, right? The actual city, not. Are you aware of the premise of?
I'm not.
So
aware.
Arkham City, not the game, but the actual place, Arkham City. The idea is that it's like close to the asylum, and it's where they built this enclosed part of Gotham where they put all the criminals
Ooh.
in, and yeah, so they put the criminals in there, and yeah, and so this is where Hugo Strange had like complete control, and yeah, so I think that the atmosphere in this one was the best out of the Arkham games. It was the darkest. Actually, no, Arkham Asylum atmosphere is darkest because Arkham Asylum is actually scary. But I'd say the Arkham City atmosphere is my favorite out of all of them, and I'd say Arkham does the atmosphere better than the Batman does. I think if we see more of the Batman in Part 2, that could change.
Maybe.
But I want more Gotham. I want to see Gotham more. I want to see more street events and less like I just want to see Batman in the city more. You know.
Yeah, I do like looking at all the Arkham games.
Yeah.
It looks like a mix between the Tim Burton Gotham and the Matt Reeves Gotham in a way, and I think having a sort of fantastical Gotham but still feel grounded is good. Like now if you look at Tim Burton or Gotham City in '89. There's that, but there's also elaborate sets like this, very industrial,
Right.
like a factory and stuff like this. Like you can barely see the sky. It feels like a stage almost. And
I agree.
I don't want to feel like I'm on a stage, and that's where like Joel Schumacher's Gotham's really get into that staged look. And I'm not a huge fan of that, but see.
Base Joel Schumacher's Gotham looks better than New York City in the Nolanverse.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. So yeah, but you got a lot of vibrant colors there, and all kinds of stuff. Like this is insane. My goodness, it looks like yeah. But Donovan, since you're here, I think you need to look at what James Gunn has to say about
Gunner
what he has to say about the Batman or Batman 1989.
Oh, I thought he had a problem with the Batman.
Oh no.
It's
Apparently he might, but I don't know. Go ahead.
I wish he would have a problem with that movie. Brother, you made a Temu remake of the 1978 Superman. Don't play.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Tim Burton Batman is poorly written. The soundtrack is the worst work of everyone involved, and it is absolutely one of the most boring films ever. Not only that, but the reveal of the Joker as the killer of Bruce Wayne's parents spit on the face of Batman's origin, and is a nullification of the bottomless thirst for vengeance that necessarily drives Batman. It pretends to not be campy, but is completely so. And on top of everything, the dark creature of the night can't even move his effing neck. Give me a freaking break. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous, awful film. Burton's Planet of the Apes is a genius in comparison. Well, sir, when you rehash Guardians of the Galaxy a record of 4 times, you might have a skewed opinion on movies too.
There's more. There's
Technically,
more.
Guardians of the Galaxy 6, if we count the holiday special and Creature Commandos.
Yes.
7 times if we count the Suicide Squad 2021.
But yeah, there's more.
At Sean A. Keaton did have a ridiculous voice. That said, I'd rather put up with a ridiculous voice than with horrible action sequences and acting barely worthy of the Batman TV show. We not about to dog on that. Don't do that. I have no idea how you could think the Burton Batman has more similarities with Moore or Miller's Batman and Joker than Nolan's does. If anyone who has more similarities with Miller's Batman, it's actually Zack Snyder's, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, his Batman relates more to Miller's more, but okay. And listen, I have problems with both of Nolan's films.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Which ones? There's 3. I don't think either one is classic, and I don't even really think Batman Begins is good, but they're far superior to the first Batman. So, which ones are you saying is good? Because you just
Th-
said he
this
said both of Nolan's films, but there's three.
this post came out in 2012, so that was the year Dark Knight Rises came out. So this may have been before
Okay.
that. This may have been
Okay,
before
because
that.
I'm
Yeah.
so confused. Like, what do you mean by that? But
Yeah.
they're far superior to the first Batman. None of your defenses get by the fact that despite being the first cinematic dark take on Batman, so what? Stallone's Judge Dredd was the first dark take on Judge Dredd. The movie is awful. I disagree.
Mm.
Stallone's Judge Dredd was not the first dark take on Judge Dredd. You had the comics for that. But if you want a dark take on Dredd, look at the 2012 one.
That was a really good movie too.
I
The
love
2012
Dredd so much.
It's very good.
Oh yeah, and Jack Nicholson as the Joker is Jack Nicholson in The Shining with crappy clown makeup. F you, everyone involved with that travesty. This man is trying to rage bait so bad.
But wait, there's one more.
This
There's more.
sounds like bad rage bait.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin is better than the original Tim Burton Batman. Not an opinion, a fact. And I'm not saying Batman and Robin doesn't suck. No, you're trying to rage bait somebody with that one.
Yeah.
That's just false.
L rage bait, terrible rage bait. But
It is. It's terrible.
that is terrible rage bait. Batman
Um,
and Robin is better than the original Tim Burton Batman. Please explain why. Please
yeah.
come up to the class, James, and explain yourself on that one. That's got to be a joke.
It has to be. If it's not, then I'm
If this
seriously-
man is rage baiting the internet, he is doing a good job, except for that last part.
Yeah. I'm not sure he is joking though, because
He
there's
probably isn't.
yeah, but there's this that's one problem out of two that I mentioned for the Batman DCU. Do you know who's writing The Brave and the Bold?
Oh yeah, the dude who did the Flash.
Yeah, it was a lady who did The Flash and Birds of
Coming
Prey.
back.
Oh, the woman who did those films. And,
The lady, yeah, the lady who didn't get Black Mask right. And
we're not going to talk about how they massacred two of my boys in that movie.
yeah, was Zaz in that movie too?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe. Oh, actually, remember Barry, the bald dude from Barry?
Oh yeah. He did. He played him in
played Zaz.
Gotham.
Zaz.
hmm
Oh, I thought he was the one who plays Zaz in Birds of Prey.
No, he played Zaz in Gotham.
But they massacred my boy Roman Sionis and Ewan McGregor, bro.
Yeah,
We know.
I don't know.
So in James Gunn's voice, he doesn't like the original Tim Burton Batman. He doesn't really have favor with the Nolan films, and he thinks Batman and Robin is a better film than the original '89 Batman. I wonder how he's gonna feel about him making his own Batman film. Do you think he's gonna blow smoke up his own ass with this? Because I feel like
I don't know how lighthearted he's going to make Batman. It shouldn't be on the same level as Superman if he's going to do it.
it shouldn't be on the same level as '60s Batman or Superman. You're right.
Yeah,
Because
like
I
yeah,
love
but-
'60s. I love, and I hate to cut you off. I love '60s Batman, but I even admit that's a product of the time, bro. You can't replicate the Adam West era for Batman unless you doing it like a cartoon, like the actual Brave and the Bold did.
right.
You're not achieving that in live action.
No. And you know, when James Gunn said is like, "Oh, The Flash is actually a really good movie," you'd think he was joking, but apparently he wasn't because he got the
That man said The Flash is a good film. Ari, explain yourself to the front of the class, James.
hmm And you know, you see evidence of it with getting the cinematographer for The Flash too. And
I bet James Gunn's favorite scene from The Flash was when he put a baby in the microwave.
that was funny.
It was.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would be fine if James Gunn just stuck. Idiot.
Chris Stuckman.
Chris Stuckmanized.
Oh no.
Get stuck in if he stuck
no.
if he stuckmanized to Superman, and then that'd be fine with me.
Okay, so question, just
British
real quick,
jump
what's
scare
our
question.
what have we covered so far for the episode?
We've talked about Iron Lung. We've talked about Born Again season 2 and Invincible season 4. We talked about DCU Batman, and that's been it so far.
So what else is on the bucket list?
Since we watched Slender Man 2018, I would like
Okay.
to.
Okay.
And Donovan actually has something in relation to Avengers Doomsday, or more of a theory about Avengers Doomsday. If that's correct.
I don't know if it's still valid information now because it happened like 2 weeks ago, but I still kept the slides, so I'm
Yeah.
going to talk about it anyways.
The main trailer's not out yet, so we could still talk about it. But I don't know if the trailer will like actually show
I doubt the
that
trailer
much.
will talk about anything because the thing I found was more or less like a theory or like a guess of what the first act of the film is going to be.
Mm-hmm. But I'll turn it to you after Slender Man, but I don't even remember watching it, you know? Like that's how bad it is. Like,
Man, I don't even blame you. I don't blame you.
yeah, Enderpig, don't watch Slender Man. It's so
Oh,
bad. It's so
okay.
bad.
If you were a fan of creepypastas, I'd really tell you don't watch this movie.
All right. The only creepypasta I'm really familiar with is Hero Brian, or like I really was a fan of at least.
I didn't know he was creepypasta. Cool.
It was,
He used to be considered that back in the day. Now he's more of like urban legend, I guess. Guess that's the same thing. I don't know.
Mm.
as someone
But
who's
I really just know about Minecraft creepypastas. I was never really like into it. I'm aware of the other ones, but
Yeah.
as somebody who just like was into the whole Slender Man thing when it came out and was even into creepypasta and stuff, this broke it when I first saw the trailer in 2018. It broke my heart because it's just like you're not gonna do him justice. And then it's the same people who popped out with Venom the same year. Not saying Venom 1 was bad, but like it wasn't also well received by most people either.
Right.
You
But at least-
made this 4 years after a serious crime in which Slender Man, a fictional character, was blamed for it, even though he doesn't exist.
Mhm.
And you made this also at a time when creepypastas was pretty much dead. Nobody was really making these stories or reading them like that no more. Creepypasta was virtually dead ever since the Slender Man thing. And like the town or like the city or state that had the serious crime take place, they banned any movie theaters from having this movie in. And Sony don't know what they have on their hands. They don't. You don't know what you got. And you're just making a quick cash grab because, oh my gosh, the internet loves Slender Man. We need a Slender Man movie. If they made this during the time of like peak Slender Man, like fandom, it would still be terrible, but it would make a lot more sense. You did this after like post crime and like post creepypasta death. No one's gonna care. This is just a cash grab for a character you don't know anything about, and I don't like this movie.
Would you think that well, it might not even be possible. Do you think if it came around the time that creepypasta was popular, would the audience reaction be as popular as it was with like FNAF 2, which is like not great? Like, well, it's a bad movie, but
maybe so initially. Maybe. And what I mean by that is like you probably might see a lot of Slender Man cosplayers, a lot of Slender Man fanboys, fangirls show up to the theater. They probably say it's the coolest thing ever. In reality, they know it's trash, but they love their boy Mr. Slender, so you gotta support him. No matter.
Yeah. Like we focused on just some main characters way too much, and it's there needs to be a balance of like showing the monster enough to where it's like about the monster, And
Yes.
you know, you do want to keep like the hidden like horror aspect of it, but this
Uh-huh.
one's just like way too little. And in when they do show the monster, it doesn't look as good.
No. This
CGI
is
was not great.
I think
this
with
movie.
Slenderman. Sorry, go ahead. Though.
I was about to say this movie is more tell not show.
Yeah.
It's like if they had a Halloween movie and you just show Michael Myers for like 3 scenes and that's it. And until like he
Yeah.
gets to like his big climactic scene at the end of the movie, you barely show him, and it's just like we came to see Mike. We didn't come to see no
Came
one
to
else.
see Mike, bro. We don't want to see Lori.
I mean, like, am I wrong though? Like, we came
No.
to see Mike, not no one else.
Yeah.
We came to see Big Mike.
Mhm.
Big Mike. Also, I just want to shout out the new Slenderman game coming out.
There's a Slender Man game.
There's a new one coming out.
There's the third
Ooh.
installment. It's called S Lost Chapters.
W.
So
As lost.
I'm gonna find a release date, predicted release date.
Okay.
Let's see here. It's just scheduled for 2026. So just shouting that out.
Nice.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic of Slenderman. So the thing with Slenderman is with the CGI, like you were saying, I don't know what was happening. I don't know the budget for this movie. Slenderman. This
They probably-
is gonna
It's
10
gonna be
million.
10 million.
I refuse to believe this movie was made with $10 million.
To put that in context, like Donovan said before, Iron Lung was made with under 3 million, and it was
under
still
3 mil, and it
Yeah.
already made its money back
Mhm.
that fast.
And Slenderman did great box office. Great
Really?
box office, yeah.
Well,
But-
of course, because of the Slender Man fans.
Yeah.
That's why.
But my thing with the CGI is like, honestly, when it got to the up close and personal bits was when it was the best. But when they showed him from far away or at a distance, it just looked terrible. Like,
Yeah.
and no excuse to have that large of a budget. Granted, other movies have way bigger budgets, but to have that size of a budget and for the CGI to be that quality is like inexcusable. So
Yeah.
Not to mention you're a big budgeted company, Sonic. You could have done
yeah,
something.
it's Sony. Sony of all people, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
They do not care about scripts for some reason.
They don't
Like-
care about making money. They just want a cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
like plot.
What is the plot?
Yeah. What
What
if it
is the
even
plot? You're right.
The dialogue terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all it is, it's like we have to find Katie. She's out there, and you don't care. You suck. And then it's like it's
Yeah.
just about that. Like it's not about anything else.
You
And-
knew this movie was bad when in the first 2 lines of the film, it was 2 of the friends watching a cat video. Main character says, "Oh, that's so cute." Other one says, "Oh, imagine if his head got stumped in or something like that." And it's
Yeah.
just like, what are we doing?
and like it's the
Off the
overlapping dialogue. Like the editing is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You have
I think-
unlikable characters, terrible dialogue, terrible CGI, and like this, to me, a misinterpretation of what Slender Man is as a character.
I think where I feel like with a lot of when they tried to go for the trippy stuff, I feel like it was so close to being in the right direction,
Mm-hmm.
but there's always just something that messed it up. Like some of the schizophrenic looking scenes I thought were good, and then there are other times where it feels just feels cheap, and it feels like they're you know, like when you make like a crappy movie or like a crappy like video and you they over edit it to compensate for that. That's what it felt like. And so
Yeah.
I mean, some parts with the schizophrenia aspects, and obviously it's not actual schizophrenia, but like those parts, they were good. Like some of them were good, and some of them were like so close to being in the right direction. And But then some of the scenes were just plain out stupid. Like, I think one of the worst ones is when she's in the room and, like, the part where he wraps the fingers around her eyes. That was cool. But then the scene afterwards, it just wasn't scary because it was like so many of the scenes aren't scary because they're not produced well.
Yeah.
And so it's like I can see the concepts of the idea that just weren't delivered, right?
Yeah.
I like what they were doing with the schizo aspects and them kind of tripping out. I don't know why they were like when they were going through those things where it was like flashing images. I don't know why they like included like the Illuminati and stuff in there. I don't know where that came from, but
It's an over edited edgy art project is what they're doing.
Yes, and like about that, there is a website where you can watch a video and get slender sickness or whatever it's called. Why is
you
it
could
there?
just. You know what this reminds me of? That reminds me of like all those supposed dangerous curse videos you could find on YouTube. If you watch this video, you're gonna die. If you watch this video, you're gonna gouge your eyes out. If you go watch this video, you get severely depressed. And it's like, if this is the video that summons Slender Man, that's not the video. Because why would it be on something so easily accessible?
Yeah,
And
why is that?
Why would this legitimately work?
yeah.
This is also the same
It's like
website.
it's
that-
obscure. It's as obscure as like the hub. It's like, it's just like why does the whole school have access to this website? Like it's just like they try and make it seem edgy, but it's like I would think that it would have to be like, you click on something that leads to a virus, and then that virus would download a software like that. I would have preferred that, rather than just some easily accessible website where it does that.
Also, the same kind of website that has actual like real life fan art, not like that's like made in the real world that they
not
put in
the
this
Photoshop fan art, not the Photoshop art like Victor Surge made when he did originally make Slender Man. You don't get nothing cool like that. His art actually does show up one time, and it's like, dog, why didn't you show this before?
It's like
It's like-
the art's like animatic art.
It's just
and
anime fangirl art of Slender Man. That's it. And I'm
first
thinking
4 or 5 minutes into it.
you couldn't have like the cool Photoshop art like Victor Surge had. You couldn't at least have some cool gothic type artwork for this guy. Now he's just gonna use fan art from like a 13-year-old. You don't even have the thing that was famous in Slender Man media. You don't have the 8 pages, which showed up in the literal game, Slender the 8 pages and Slender the Arrival. I'm thinking, in order to summon Slender Man or like remember him, you could have had it to where it's like, oh, we're camping out in the woods and we're gonna have some fun in the woods, kids. Next thing you know, you find out one of the 8 pages. What is this? Why is this here?
Incorporating the pages would have been.
You could have
way better.
incorporated that. That's bare bones essential knowledge for Slender Man. That's why I also say they misinterpreted this character, because that's been like a core aspect. Those 8 freaking pieces of paper have been a core aspect of Slender Man since the inception, and it's just like, you don't even have this.
Yeah.
Well, and I
Really?
don't hate where they were trying to go. It's just
I
they
don't
didn't.
either. It's just
They just
like,
didn't direct it.
No.
There's no overall goal. The whole thing was just, it felt like a terrible version of Blair Witch Project, where it was just like, they find something weird and then they get mad at each other, and then one goes off and does something stupid, and that's it. And
that's
then
the
they all
thing
die.
too. They could have made it like the Blair Witch Project. Let's say it's like 4
Yeah,
teenagers,
like
a
a
couple
found- like a f-
campers going
Like
into
a
the
found
woods.
footage,
Found
footage
footage
kind of thing
horror.
would have been awesome. I would
They
have loved
could
the
have.
found
They
footage.
literally. Here's another thing too. I don't know if you heard about it. It's called Marble Hornets. They could have done something found footage horror like Marble Hornets did with Slender Man.
Yeah.
They didn't bother to do that either.
Yeah.
Bunch of campers or a bunch of teenagers about to go camping out in the woods, about to have a good old time, party, do whatever. Next thing you know, one of them finds the 8 pages. Shit hits the fan. That's how the movie starts, and then it just goes downhill from there. That's what you could have done instead of, oh, let's summon Slender Man on quote unquote YouTube, which also doesn't have a name, but we're gonna call it YouTube because that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's so easily accessible.
Or even if
deviantart.com.
And have DeviantArt on the freaking fan page too.
Bro.
Or I also would have been cool if they did some kind of Friday the 13th style where even as overused as it is to go into the woods and then something like very like stereotypical horror, like
Yeah.
that still would have been better than how they, because I think that would have been easier for them to try and put off
Yeah.
but the way that they're trying to go was too advanced for them apparently because they did it terribly. So
Yeah.
I think if they made it if they try to like dumb it down a little bit and use a more stereotypical, like either they want to go that direction that they did, make it quality because it could have been good, but it wasn't because your guys' visual effects are terrible.
Yeah.
The
It's
editing
not a-
is just the worst part of it.
Yeah.
And,
And,
the
the
thing, go ahead.
no, you're good.
And the thing with like the Slender Man movie is like, of course, yeah, you could have the stereotypical, bunch of people go to the woods angle, but in the case of Slender Man, that's pretty much his playing ground.
Yeah.
It makes sense for him, just like Friday the 13th. It makes perfect sense to go out into the woods.
Also-
It's just like,
Also, the shaky cam when he was running towards the girl was really funny too, because it was
it's
just like,
crazy. That's the first time I ever seen Slender Man move his legs. He never does that. He mostly teleports, and I feel kind of weird about that. I feel weird about seeing him walk.
yeah. And I like what you said, Zane, about the main characters losing. I did like that too.
Yeah,
I think that was
That's the best aspect of the movie, honestly.
Yeah, I'm glad
It's
they
the
died.
only
They all
it's the
suck
only
anyway.
good aspect about that whole movie.
Yeah. And to go back to Iron Lung, to do like the schizo, the psychotic stuff, Iron Lung did a much better job at showing Markiplier going insane, being stuck in there than.
Funnily enough, Markiplier plays Slender Man.
Hello, everybody. My name is Slender Man, and welcome to. So the first night's never usually that bad.
Starts. Oh dang! That'd be a spoiler. Crap! Can't say that.
Yeah, we
But
can't.
say an
we can't
Iron Lung
spoil it.
spoiler.
We can't do that.
But here's another thing they could have done too, and this kind of makes me mad. I understand if you don't want to make this movie rated R. There are good PG-13 horror films out there like Insidious, but when you show deaths and like deleted scenes in the trailers, that makes this film eye-catching and makes this film seem like there's actually something cool with them, and then you sit there and watch the film and none of these scenes are there.
Yeah.
What was the point of you showing me these in the trailer if you're not gonna have them in the actual
Well,
theater?
yeah, you want to go with the dark, edgy style. I want to see some people get mutilated. Okay.
Yeah.
But like
I want to see something bad happen. I want to see the extent of this psychosis because, yeah, you can be driven mad, but like some people want to put it into their own misery, like I'm not trying to be racist, but the token black kid.
She dies first of the alive friend group.
Yeah,
At the
she
moment.
dies first by just getting stranglehold by Slenderman. When in the trailer, there was a scene of her in the science lab, picks a scalpel up, puts it to her eye, and then they cut away from the scene. There's another scene where one of the main male characters shows up. In the trailer, they see him jumping off of a building. That doesn't show up in the movie either. There's a scene of a girl police going to the forest. Girl looking zooted out of her mind, walking towards the police, and like old school, old timey sleepwear or whatever. It's like she's gone, she faded. They don't even show that in the movie, and it's just
Also-
like, what's the point of having these potentially really cool scenes?
Yeah,
don't-
and I think a better direction they could have gone, even with
That could have even shown the extent of Slenderman's power too. It's like, oh, I'm not only going to drive you mad, I'm going to drive you to the brink of you know what.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I would have preferred if they went down the path where it's not even Slenderman physically getting at them. Maybe one of them, one or two of them, but the rest of them are driven mad and they do some crazy stuff. One of them goes insane, tries to attack a cop, and gets shot. And that's
Yeah.
like just some.
Becomes a proxy in the progress too while they do that.
Yeah.
So does Slenderman? I don't know anything about him really, but is he kind of like Pennywise, where he like gets your sees your greatest fear or something like that, or is it different than
I
that?
don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
I don't know, because maybe you could play into
probably
that, but
good.
that
You
could
probably could.
that would change the lore a little bit though if you did that. But I don't know.
I mean, creepypasta lore is very inconsistent, even with things that Victor Surge himself like canonized that gave the okay to.
Yeah.
But that would make sense. You know what? Someone actually on Reddit made this thing where it's like, the reason why Slenderman probably doesn't have a face is because that's what we don't perceive. When in reality, he does have a face, but what we perceive is just our fears over his face. When in reality, he has no face. Y'all could have done something like that too. You didn't.
Yeah. But he just has no face. Okay.
He's
No,
just
I
a
want-
blank face.
I want a look-see movie.
I would
Give me a
love that.
look-see movie. David, do you remember look-see? We showed it to you.
I'm gonna have to look at it again here. I got it.
At some point, David, we should. They have like it's a mini series, and we could go through and watch.
Yeah.
A few episodes if you were interested.
Sure. Yeah. I remember what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and David even talked about this too. It's like, what's the dude who directed Nosferatu?
Robert Eggers.
What if Robert Eggers made a Slender Man movie?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that would go hard.
It would go incredibly hard, especially if it has the same tone as Nosferatu.
Yeah. Even going back to Batman, what if he did a Batman movie? That would be legendary. That would be amazing.
Please.
That would be great.
Please.
Please. Also, this is something we talked about for the music of Slender Man. I don't remember what the music was, but
Man, the most interesting thing we did was trying to find the name of one song.
Yeah, that one
that we
song
barely
that was
find.
that like got wiped off the face of the earth, and we found it.
Yeah.
Like Donovan found it, but it wasn't listenable.
No,
on Spotify anyway.
on
but-
Spotify.
Well, I searched for it on Apple Music. It's not on there either. So
Slender
That's
Man got
what-
rid of the song.
That's what YouTube is for. But then again, yeah,
It wasn't on YouTube either. I checked that first.
I found it on. Well, I don't remember. I'll take your word for it.
I didn't find it up when I looked it up, and I looked it up twice on YouTube.
I thought I did anyway, but
We had to make our own fun when watching that movie.
we did. We really did. We just kind of at one point we were just like, I just want to talk with you guys. I don't want
We
to.
weren't even an hour in. We're just like, can we just talk?
Let's just talk.
Also, I hate the cinematography. Last thing, it's so effing dark.
It is.
Even
It's way too
turn-
dark, even for daytime. Even for
When you
daytime.
turn
Way
your
too
own lights off in your room, it's still too dark to see. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yes.
Put some exposure or contrast in this movie,
No, you
please.
can't have that at all.
And I'm thinking the Dark Knight movies were too dark.
Yeah.
Literally to look at.
It is the Dark Knight, sir.
Yeah. But I did want to say about the music. We were thinking like specifically for Slender Man. There was a certain theme I think for him, but we were looking at different themes like the Nosferatu music. The track was called Daybreak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were listening to that. That would have been good. And I brought up Lex Luthor's theme from BVS. That was good.
Yeah, you made a good reference to this. So I don't know if like I said it or you said it, but the piano, the low piano
Yeah.
notes they hit,
Yeah, that was
that would make sense for Slender Man because it's Slender the 8 pages. Anytime he pops up on your screen, it was a hard hitting piano note, like a low piano note that would hit anytime you see him. So like if they saw him, the da would have worked so well for him.
That would have been great. And the strings for that were great. Hans Zimmer, such a good
Hans Zimmer for a Slenderman movie would be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like he did the Inception theme with Slender Man, or the Interstellar theme for a Slender Man would be funny. By
Or
the
like-
way,
Or the
sorry,
dude
go
who
ahead.
made the Oppenheimer theme music, and he's like, you know the song, can you hear the music?
Yeah, for Slender Man.
Yeah.
That actually
It's-
would be kind of scary.
No, it's just the actual track, but they
Yeah.
try like they try to piece together what Slender Man is, and it's just that.
Yeah. But speaking of Interstellar, Zane, you watched Interstellar recently.
Yes, I did. I did watch Interstellar.
What'd you think?
It was amazing.
It
And
was-
that makes one of my top favorite movies of all time. That was
Like top 5 or top 10?
probably top 10, but I mean I'd have to make a list and compare. It's kind of hard for me to conjure up my top 5 off my
Yeah.
head, but realistically top 10. But
Nice.
amazing movie.
That might be my favorite Nolan movie. I think that might be.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great movie. No words. Great movie.
It's very good. Matthew McConaughey is a star, just a shining star. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. He's fantastic. He's
And
one of my
his
favorites.
voice is just the best voice of all time, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I could go to sleep with his voice. Just saying.
Yeah.
He's a bad time story.
I go to sleep listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson, which is one of the best voices of all time.
He has a good voice. Yeah. Yeah. Deep masculine voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep masculine voices, David.
I love those masculine voices.
Yeah, so Interstellar was great. Also, I don't know, since we kind of drifted away from Slender Man.
Good.
Good. I don't know. Do you guys want to talk about movies that we've seen recently besides the ones we've covered?
Sure, very briefly, and then we
Yeah,
can talk
briefly.
about the Doomsday Theory. But yeah, let's do. Yeah.
Okay. So, David, why don't you go first?
So movies and shows, or just movies?
Whatever you want to point out, I guess.
I've been watching. I've been going back to watching Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. The Cornetto trilogy is one of my favorite trilogies of all time. But those are very good. I watched No Country for Old Men recently.
For the first time or a rewatch?
Rewatch.
Okay.
Upon the first watch, I was confused, and I still liked the movie, but I was kind of like, wait, the main character just what? But he's not the main character, and you have to realize that. But I have it right here on DVD, specifically as a movie in the Criterion collection. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Criterion, but it's apparently or supposedly one of the greatest films made around the world, and this is one of them. And I would agree. It's a very very good film. Criterion, like, they're specifically for Blu-ray and 4K formats, sometimes DVD, but I recently got a Blu-ray DVD player, and that was great. So I can now collect some Criterion stuff because I do want to get more into cinema. But yeah, so there's that, and I've been watching Doctor Who
Oh,
Gotcha.
and Severance. Severance is a great show.
I've heard good things about Doctor Who. I have not watched it ever, but
It's worth it. I think it's a good fun show, but it's also like heartbreaking when it wants to be. So there's a good balance of But that's what I've watched. Sorry for that little tangent, but
no, you're good.
Yeah.
Donovan, do you want to go?
Donovan.
Donovan.
Oh, Donovan.
Oh,
I think-
Donovan. He's probably in the Ender Pig, what have you watched recently?
Me?
Yeah.
The only thing that comes to mind is that I recently, me and my siblings, like last year, we started watching through Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Ooh.
and we recently
Okay.
finished it.
Oh wow.
Would you?
Okay.
Is it? How do you feel about it?
I like it a lot. I think I get the hype around it. I think it's a very good show, especially for a kids show. Like, I think it really holds up and can be enjoyed by all ages. It
Yeah.
has also just has good animation, just like it's aged very well. The fight scenes that look really good. They're really fun to watch, especially
Mhm.
with all the bending. And just has a very likable cast of characters.
Mhm.
It's very funny too. I think it has good humor.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just some interesting stories. Just yeah, I liked it a lot.
That's good. That's
I
awesome.
mean, I will say the ending did kind of feel like I guess I want to say almost abrupt. Like you could almost tell they didn't want to end there originally. Maybe.
Kind of like it felt like it was canceled or something. Or
Yeah,
oh,
maybe.
okay.
I almost thought maybe they wanted it to go on longer, which I think they actually might have. I think there was a canceled fourth season, but I still think it worked at the end of the day.
Hmm. A show's good when it's canceled and it still feels satisfying.
Yeah, it still had a satisfying ending. It still
Yeah.
wrapped up in a good way.
And not to say that some canceled shows aren't bad or aren't good if they don't have a satisfying ending.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
Spectacular
yeah,
Spider-Man,
Spectacular Spider-Man is a
one of my
great,
favorite
great
shows
example.
ever. Yeah.
Like, never got a real ending to
Ash
it.
versus Evil Dead. Ooh.
Did that get canceled too?
Yeah, it got canceled, and oh, dude, I love that show so much. It's not perfect, but it's bad enough. It's not bad. No, sorry. It's the areas where it's poor is like easily like negligible because it's funny, and it's Ash. It's like come on, man. Like, and I
Yeah.
forgot the guy who plays him, but
Bruce
acting is-
Campbell. Bruce Campbell
Campbell.
is national treasure. Is
great,
amazing.
great acting. It's funny. It's hilarious, and I really wanted to keep going because the ending was huge. It was like the biggest cliffhanger of all time. I've never watched a season finale with the biggest cliffhanger of all time. Just for me to look it up and for them to say it's canceled, like
Dude.
just so the craziest ending I've ever watched. And then they're like, nope. It actually
Dang.
broke my heart.
But it was
I
still
wa-
goaded, right?
Yes, it was still goaded, but then you watch the last episode and you feel lost in life. You feel like you have no meaning anymore. It's just terrible, man. Like,
Yeah. That's what it was
And
like
there's
with. Sorry, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
no, you're good.
I was gonna say that's what it was like with Spectacular Spider-Man as well.
Yeah,
It,
there's
like,
just
lots of that.
there's so many shows where like you get to the ending, and regardless of if it's a like a drop, like a cliffhanger, but it's still technically the end, or even if it was ended well, like there's some shows where you just don't want it to end.
Yeah.
For me, one of those when granted I was younger, so I felt more emotion in watching movies and shows, but what it was because I was like 12, which is the ripe age of like hormones just off the charts, and so
Yeah.
I think it was Lost in Space, the new Lost in Space.
Oh, the Danger Will Robinson.
That's
Is that one of the
Lost
lines?
in Space?
Was it a Netflix thing?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, and it was amazing. I really recommend watching it. The 2018 Lost in Space, amazing show.
I remember trying to start it one time, but I didn't get far.
It gets better. It gets better. It's one of those things. It's kind of a slow burner, but it gets better.
I will say, like when shows get canceled but the ending is still satisfying, a good example of that is Daredevil. Yeah, and that goes for all of the Netflix MCU shows, but Daredevil specifically was like a really well, for fans back in the day, because I got into it way later, but a lot of fans were like kind of heartbroken about that. But the ending was satisfying enough to where, oh, so they could start their new lives and like have a brighter future. Okay. And Fisk is in prison. Great. That's not a spoiler, I don't think. I mean, it's eventually this is gonna happen to the villain, but yeah, Daredevil's one of those shows where it's like, okay, I'm happy that this was canceled. And so, or it's like, I'm not happy it was canceled. It was like,
I'm happy that they shut it down.
yeah. There are some times where I'm like, I wish that was canceled way before, then it wouldn't suck later. Like I would say Community,
Like Flash.
yeah, or Flash, but Community, I would be fine if
Community was the one in the college, right?
yes, and
Yeah.
first 3 seasons were phenomenal. And then the 4, 5, and 6 were terrible.
I don't remember how far I got. I started watching with my parents, and we kind of stopped, but I don't remember where we left off.
I would say if you canceled it, and they were canceled after 3 seasons, I would have been perfectly fine if they did, because 4, 5, and 6 were so bad to me. They just lost the plot. And you know what? Stranger Things is a good example, I think. I mean, it was supposed to be an anthology series, but then the people loved the characters so much from season 1 that they just kept going. And regardless of how you feel about some of the later seasons, not including 5, it, you know, I could see Stranger Things just being a mini series, and that would have been fine with me.
Yeah, I think Stranger Things. I don't think it should have been canceled. I just think it should have been better the last season. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just fine with 5 seasons because 1 through 4 were good. And then 5, it was just like, I'm glad that it's here, but I'm not. Like, maybe you should have re-recorded, rewrote everything. I don't know, but
have like episode 7, they're in the Upside Down fighting creatures, and then episode 8 they fight Vecna.
yeah,
And then
and not make it last 30 minutes.
yeah, if you had, or at least if you had 7, episode 6. No, I'm not gonna do that joke. Episode 7 and 8 is a 2-parter in the Upside Down fighting and killing Vecna.
Right.
Episode 9 is an epilogue episode. That'd be fine with me, maybe.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like I also would have been happier if there was more hint at, like, if it was more of a cliffhanger, like there was some more hints at, like, well, you know, the Upside Down isn't completely, like, if they just had something where, like, the horror isn't quite over yet, and then just call it quits, you know, I would have been happy with that. I really didn't. I was happy with the, like, 40 minutes or whatever it was of finishing it off. I think Stranger Things is worthy of that, but it didn't feel right for it to just go straight from killing Vecna in the first 30 minutes to just
happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people are saying, like, I was expecting it to be like an apocalyptic Hawkins or something, you know? And that's what I was expecting. I didn't expect them to just seal it up with metal plates. If it was like a wasteland, then that would have been good.
I feel horribly disgusted at the fact that I come back and I see Pennywise looking like that to me. I'm feeling exactly how Michael Jackson feeling right now.
But yeah, we were just talking about canceled TV shows and how we feel about that.
Canceled TV shows. There's a whole lot of those.
Yeah. Are there any that were like really good that you wish weren't canceled, or that some that you were like, I'm sad that it's canceled, but it's satisfying?
How about the original 2000s Teen Titans?
Ooh,
that's
I didn't know that
How
was
about
canceled.
the original Teen Titans when they had that cliffhanger ending with Terra and Beast Boy, and they never followed up on it?
Dang.
That show right there. How about Superhero Squad? I don't know if they actually had like a proper ending.
Oh, I remember
Superhero Squad was the shit.
that was the stuff, man.
You know what would have been funny? This
You
is
had
just
to
a
wake
random
up at
thought.
the butt crack of
What?
dawn to see it in my
Mhm.
day, but
Yeah.
it was.
What are you about to say, Zane?
A random thought that would be funny if they just ended it at Infinity War. Or like, nah, there's no happy ending. They're just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Honestly,
funny.
hot take. I'd be fine with it.
No
Yeah.
one
Like
missed it,
I love Endgame, but it would have been funny if, or
Nah,
maybe
you know-
Endgame.
Nah,
and
you
ma-
know what would have been real funny is if Thanos did the snap twice this time in Endgame.
That would have been
They don't-
hilarious.
That'd have
Yeah.
been so peak.
The
They
whole
just
they
failed
sp- they get
again.
everyone from the multiverse, and he's just like, nah.
Nah.
But what
fam.
what I think could have also been good. Again, I don't have a problem with Endgame. I love Endgame, but what I think could have been cool is if Endgame, rather than being a sequel, was like an alternate timeline where Thanos didn't snap, and yeah, like an alternate timeline movie where it's like, well, what if, like a what if kind of movie. That
What
could've
if
been cool.
movies would be good if you did that? That would
What
be-
if?
Yeah.
What if was actually good?
exactly?
Yeah.
Here's another
Hey!
canceled. Here's another canceled TV show that like I'm so disappointed they canceled, even though it was like past my age, because it came out like in the '90s. Spider-Man Unlimited.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
the one.
I love Spider-Man Unlimited. Underrated
Mhm.
Spider-Man show.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I feel.
It's a weird one, but still a good one though.
Yeah.
You know what I
I'm-
want an extra season of?
What?
Seinfeld.
I
I want one more season.
don't know.
I
Wasn't
will
that
say-
kind of
I will-
the perfect ending with them in jail?
Yeah, but
Jerry
I love it.
Seinfeld
I
is
love
good.
it so much that I want another season. I don't care what
Jerry-
it is. I want another season.
Jerry Seinfeld should be in jail. Okay.
For what?
You didn't.
He
You
dated
didn't.
a minor.
Images, yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yo,
did, yeah.
what?
Dead
He dated a
ass.
17-year-old girl.
Are we
Yeah.
serious?
Dead
No.
ass.
We're dead.
No.
We're
There
dead
are
ass.
No.
There are images.
No. No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Hey, you wanted another season of Seinfeld?
No. You can't be serious.
We're not lying to you.
We promise.
Oh, I'm
You would
looking at
know if
pictures
we're
right now.
bullshitting.
I'm
We're
looking
not.
at pictures.
Yeah.
Hey,
Do
you
you
want
see
another
it?
season of Seinfeld?
Yeah. Wow, I'm heartbroken. No.
Yeah. That was rough. And he was like 37 or something. I don't know.
39. 39.
39.
Wow.
Like 2 years.
You can't be doing this.
That ain't
Oh,
Uncle no more. That's the Gramps at that point. You 30,
Yeah.
dating 17.
Yeah.
You belong underneath the prison for that one.
Yeah. We got a hello from the chat. What's up? What's up, Movie Blaze? How's it going, dude? It's good to see you.
You're fired.
What do you mean?
Oh, I can't. No.
No, there's
No.
blood's going through a pre-life
No.
crisis.
Bro.
No.
Nah, you know what? There's one show apparently that like stopped. I've been watching a bunch of Gordon Ramsay clips now, and I'm surprised they took off Kitchen Nightmares from 2014. It did that year, and I'm thinking,
That
dog, this
guy.
was cool though. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Gordon going to like terrible restaurants and then actually trying to make them better.
Yeah.
Like he helping y'all. I just want you to know this.
I care. Proceeds to verbally abuse you. Well, not really. But for our final topic, Donovan, would you like to pull up this particular theory for Avengers Doomsday that you heard?
Okay,
Because-
I don't know how this is gonna work because I have them like on my images.
Mm-hmm. So, are you talking about like how you can, like, it's on, like, save that image on your computer? You mean?
I have like 5 or 6 images saved on my computer, and I think it's like a gallery sort of deal.
I think there might be a way to share those images to Chrome.
I'm not on
Yeah,
Chrome.
you should be able to. I think you can upload images, right?
Yeah, I mean on Chrome anyway, but maybe it's the same for Windows or whatever you have. There might be something that
I
could
mean, I
work.
probably could just share my screen.
Well, so Chrome is on Windows too. It's just a
Yeah,
search
true,
engine.
true.
Or browser.
I probably
Yeah, so if you go to share screen and then press image file, it should let you put up pictures.
Well, I'll probably just use the entire screen and hope this works.
Let's see here.
Do you see it?
Yes, we do.
All right, I just clicked entire screen.
That's fine. That works.
So this is like a theory slash maybe real-ish leak of what the opening act of Doomsday is. I believe this was a theory. It's like 6 pages, well, 6 pictures long.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of skim through it a little bit. For a little bit of context, though, they originally said there was like a leak that like a rumor that leaked out on Twitter that said Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will face Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in the beginning of Doomsday. This kind of goes hand in hand with what I'm about to read off, kind of. But for the first thing, we got the opening scene. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man loses his world. The movie allegedly opens up from the POV of his universe. As the sky tears apart and reality collapses, a portal opens at the final second, dragging Tobey into the multiverse. No heroic music or victory, just lost. Doom's master manipulation begins. Doom slaughters the Council of Doom, enters the MCU, uses the fact that he looks like Tony Stark to manipulate heroes, revives Wanda Maximoff using Franklin Richards, promises Wanda her children on Battleworld. This Doom doesn't conquer with armies, he conquers with hope. Also, pay attention to how this is worded, because it sounds very AI-ish, too, so it could be some BS.
Conquers with hope. Interesting wording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that confuses me, and I think is in like the real BS territories right here. Oh wow, you should not be that. Why are you that? Oh, Christ. Okay, the Fox Earth deception. I swear that reads like AI prompt. Only 3 Earths remain. Earth 199999, which is the actual MCU Earth. I refuse to call it 616.
Exactly.
Earth 828 and Earth 10005. The Fox universe. Doom sends Doombots to attack the mansion. That's incorrect. We know they're Sentinels, not Doombots. Frames the MCU as the aggressor. Promises Magneto a mutant nation, Krakoa, on Battleworld, and gains the trust of Professor X. This leads to Avengers versus the Freaky Men. Sentry versus Professor X. Professor X wins. About time he has a live-action dub. Doom steals Cerebro. Franklin teleporting him away. Classic Doom. No one realizes the truth until it's too late. Nobody ever suspects this.
Well, hold on now.
TVA.
How does Franklin be controlled if he's just like a toddler or a little kid? I don't know.
I'm quite sure Doom got gaslighting properties even on children.
Mm.
Classic Doom. No one realizes the truth until it's too late. No one suspects the Spanish Inquisition. Doom versus the TVA and the multiversal Avengers. I'm going to put on quotations multiversal Avengers. Doom tracks Loki to the end of time. While Loki leaves the TVA to speak with Steve Rogers, Doom invades the TVA, massacres everyone, destroys the organization entirely. And here's the the multiversal Avengers lineup, quote unquote Avengers, including Deadpool, Wolverine, Gambit, X-23, Toby and Andrew, McAvoy's Professor X, Fassbender's Magneto. Yes, all of them lose.
No, don't do that. Don't make them
First
lose.
off, this
No.
isn't an Avengers lineup. This is an X-Men lineup with 2 Spider-Men. Second of all,
If I see Andrew get hurt, I
If
will.
I see
Like.
If I see Andrew and Fassbender get hurt, like low key, I'm crashing out. If this is true,
Not even her,
Yeah.
just lose.
yeah.
Like,
If Andrew
Did y'all
loses
not watch
anything,
the prequel X-Men films when Magneto was
if
moving
Andrew
different?
loses anything, if Andrew gets hurt, I will cease to exist.
Bro slams himself out.
I will. Andrew cannot lose.
No,
It's
One,
Andrew, bro.
it's not allowed.
it's like one. This is an X-Men team up with 2 Spider-Men. 2.
Yeah.
This reads like fan service. This reads
Yeah.
like something you made up. Toby and Andrew Spider-Man with McAvoy and Fassbender. At least
No
the
way.
other 4 make some kind of sense.
Yeah, yeah.
The final battles and absolute chaos. Some of the most insane moments from the leak. Steve Rogers lifts Stormbreaker, not Mjolnir. Doom absorbs the void from Sentry and kills him. Doomsday kills Professor X.
It's his AI. Doomsday kills Professor X.
Yeah. I didn't know the DC character crossover in the multiverse here, too. That's crazy. Wanda
Well, that
kills
makes
Jean
sense.
Grey. We know that's BS because Jean Grey ain't even in this. She not even in the movie.
Even if she was, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know how
No.
powerful Phoenix Force is, but
Jean transfers the Phoenix Force to Wolverine. This is screaming fan service. Doom kills Thor in front of Loki. A
nah.
multiversal villain team called the Cabal attacks the remaining Earths. Superior Iron Man, Captain Hydra, Maestro Hulk, King Thanos, and then Doctor Strange betrays everyone. With no options left, Doctor Strange switches sides, not out of evil, out of necessity. Doom wins, the screen cuts to black. First off, where was Strange this whole time?
Yeah,
he just-
and
he
like
just
at
spawned
least the
back.
Infinity Stones make sense. I mean, it's ridiculous to me because it's like the only option was that's how the only way you win. But like that made more sense than like, oh, I have to join the bad guys for whatever reason. We just need a cool lineup. We need Doctor Strange.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hate to do this. I have to depart early.
That is fine,
Mom, you
sir.
I can come back to talk later. I have some
Mom,
things
you
to do.
Okay. Well,
But after the
thank-
stream is over, I can come back to talk if David is not sleeping.
Slime you out
maybe.
if you jinx it.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, Zane.
Mhm.
You have a good-
Everyone watch Beekeeper, and that's what I have to say.
Bye bye.
Beekeeper.
Goodbye. Okay. Thank
But
God
yeah.
he's gone. And I'm just,
Great.
uh,
Yeah, where was Doctor Strange this whole time? What were you saying about him?
I was just gonna say, I was just saying, like, Infinity War made sense, even though Infinity War was ridiculous with like only one way to one timeline where they win, and but like this is just like out of necessity, not out of evil.
Yeah.
Okay. Also bringing back Thanos, King Thanos. Again.
Meanwhile, didn't they also make a rumor that said that the Maker was going to show up? Where's the Maker?
Right. Where is the
Where-
Maker?
Did he just get swapped out with Superior Iron Man?
Probably.
Battle World is born. Everyone wakes up in a medieval warped reality. They act differently. History has changed. Doom sits on the throne. Battle World exists. Kang is gone. The first mention of Kang. Doom is the new multiversal god. The wildest reveal. Doom created Tony Stark. The leak's most shocking claim. Doom engineered the sacred timeline. MCU Victor Von Doom was adopted by the Starks. They named him Tony Stark. Doom allowed this timeline to exist until Steve broke it. Here's more. Meaning, Tony Stark only existed because Doom allowed him to. Why this leak has fans divided? If true, Avengers Doomsday would be Marvel's darkest film ever, a soft reboot for the MCU, a replacement for Kang, a tragic villain story instead of a power fantasy. Some fans love it, some fans hate it, and that's exactly why it's going viral. This reads like an AI prompt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how this reads. I think there's like one or two more.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's another part of this, right? Oh wait, did I take the same?
That's the first. That's the.
I did. Well, here's this. According to the leak, the true origin of the multiverse collapse isn't Kang, it's Steve Rogers. When Steve went back in time at the end of Endgame and chose to stay there, he unknowingly triggered a chain of incursions across realities. Every altered timeline began crashing into others, and one of the biggest victims, Victor Von Doom, this version of Doctor Doom, played by Robert Downey Jr., yes, we know this, comes from a 31st century timeline where he ruled Latveria as a monarch. He was married to Sue Von Doom. He had 2 children, Franklin and Valeria. He had already discovered the multiverse, but the incursions caused indirectly by Steve Rogers wiped out his entire universe, his family, his kingdom, his reality. This is not a mustache twirling villain. This is a grieving god. And MCU fan art.
So, by saying that Steve actually caused it, not Kang, in Loki season 1, the TVA was like, oh yeah, what Steve Rogers or what the Avengers were doing was supposed to happen. So with this,
Wait, actually?
yeah, and there's like, no, it shouldn't. If Loki broke the timeline and got penalty for it, then the Avengers should too. And and now it's like, oh, now you care. Oh, now it's like, so because of your incompetence.
You want to know why? Because it's Loki and not Steve Rogers. Technically, they had a similar problem with Deadpool.
Yeah, but like,
let it be the Star Spangled Man with a plan. Now we give him a pass.
Yeah, but even then, it's just like time travel just not be allowed. Time travel should be.
It shouldn't even have been allowed when Doctor Strange was doing it too.
Yeah, because they mentioned it's forbidden. They broke the natural law. So yeah.
Not only that, but like it's the time stone. Strange broke the rules of the Sanctum by using that or even taking it.
Yeah, he saved the Earth, but like he
saved it, but in doing so, he not only saved Earth, but he doomed the entire universe by giving the time stone up.
Yeah,
he should be in trouble. Steve Rogers should be in trouble. Loki should be in trouble. And in a way, I guess Deadpool should also be in trouble too, because the whole Anchor being BS.
The TVA themselves should be in trouble just because
the TVA should be,
because they brought Deadpool in there, and it's just like
they did.
What? I don't know, and the whole thing with like in Doctor Strange 1, that's why Mordo left because the natural law was broken, and he was like, "There's too many sorcerers, and they just do whatever they want," and it's just I don't know. I miss Mordo. Mordo was a great character. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that this theory is true, but now that it's just mentioned here, it's like if they do that, then that's going to cause them some problems.
Yeah.
Later down. But yeah, that is very fan servicey.
Yes, it is.
I hope that it doesn't happen like that.
I hope it doesn't either. Speaking of rumors, you want to hear another one that happened? Apparently, on Twitter, they say Magneto finna be the MVP of Doomsday. Which means, to me, one of two things. One, he's going to be an absolute unit in this movie. Or two, he's going to sacrifice himself in the early goings of the movie. If you saw in the X-Men trailer, Magneto was always, we always knew him as an old, clean-cut man. Frizzled hair, disheveled look on him, looking worse for wear. If he the MVP, he probably gonna sacrifice himself. Probably during that part where Cyclops is shooting the beams.
Yeah,
that's probably where he's gonna be the MVP and sacrifice himself. Because unless he's an absolute unit, I don't think he's gonna last this long in the movie. I don't.
Yeah, unless he dies early. And maybe they bring in Fassbender to be an MVP.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe. Boy, if they bring in Fassbender. I'm going to be so happy if they bring him in.
He's so good. He was the best part of Dark Phoenix, even though Dark Phoenix wasn't good. It was.
I love the prequel X-Men films, but he low-key was the... He was the best part of all the prequel films. Him
in the train fight, so good, so good.
All you had to hear him say was so much for being a survivor, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
That's-
this just in, chat. We got some promotional art for Avengers Doomsday in the
Oh.
shape of a comic book cover.
Let's take a look at it. You got it with you? You sharing the screen? Yeah. Here we
Check
go.
this out.
Oh, this is official, or
I don't know, but it says new promo art. This came out like an hour ago. This might be AI. It might
be, but it's cool.
If this is real, then holy frick, this is great.
Yeah.
This is great. I like it's an homage to old school comics. Also, if this is real, we finna get him with the helmet.
Yeah.
We finna get him with the helmet.
Well, look at his nose, bro. He looks like JD Vance. And I'm not trying to be political, but he just looks like JD Vance.
Here's the actual HD photo without AI enhancement. Oh. Okay.
Not bad. Not
This
bad.
is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
That's awesome. But yes, everyone, I think this is a good place to end it. That's great. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for our next episode and check out our previous episodes. Also, you can check out the DMAC and Squad YouTube channel, where we have clips of the podcast and just where we have our clips and the central stuff for the pod. You can check out there. But yeah, thank you, Donovan and Ender Pig, for being here, and thanks Zane for being here for the time he was here. Say what?
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. I'm glad to have people on here that are friends.
Yay.
That was awkwardly worded, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, but thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Adios, amigo.
Adios.
Iron Lung will have returned in Avengers Doomsday.
Yes. The body of 87.